All right, let's take a look at the ninth reason why you constantly struggle with dry hair. And this is all about the quality of your water. So, this is again another reason that you can easily blame on the environment. So, totally not your fault. Well, I guess it depends. All right, so we all know that water is our hair's best friend. It is great for us, great for the body, great for everything. But sometimes, the quality of your water, sometimes, it can actually work against your hair. And that's because, the water that you use to wash your hair, it plays a huge role, right, in your hair's moisture retention capability. So when it comes to the quality of your water, there are two things you should be looking out for, and they are the temperature of the water and the mineral level of your water. So I'm gonna explain, the second part later on. So the temperature, the water temperature, we all know that, whenever we wash our hair, we always wanna, wash with warm water and not too hot because I mean it's not great for your skin, it's not great for your hair. It's just gonna dry it out. And then when you rinse off the conditioner, you wanna rinse it off with, with cold water, right? So we all know that fact, right? The temperature of your water plays a huge role from, keeping your hair hydrated and moisturized. And the other part that you might not have control over will be the mineral level of your in your water. So there are many parts in the state where you just naturally have hard water, and there are some other countries, other parts of the world as well where that's the case. And as a matter of fact, when I used to live in Beijing, China, Beijing has hard water. So I've pretty much experienced pretty much everything on this list. So, if you can, you can use filtered water, so to wash your hair. But then, I mean, that's going extreme. So, yeah. So if you live in a region with hot water, right? Sometimes it can be very troublesome. It can be a lot of work to keep your hair moisturized, even though you are using the best hair product. So here's how hot water causes dry hair. So hot water, they have a higher concentration of mineral levels than soft water. And so the excess minerals will accumulate on your hair to create like a scaly film sort of. And so when you have build up on your hair, and I mean we all know the result of that, and that is dry and dull hair. And dull hair because if you live in a hot water region, those mineral levels that's accumulated on your hair shaft will gradually change the color of your hair. So your hair will go from like jet black shiny and everything to like dull looking brown hair that's fading a little bit, right? So I mean it's just not um, good news. So you wondering, how can I tell if I have hard water? Do I have to go to a lab or something, to get a test done? Like, how do I know? So here's the thing with hard water, right? So if your shampoo doesn't sud, or if it doesn't foam up the way it should, right? Or when you take a shower, right, and you notice that the soap, it's not soapy, it's not pretty much the way it's supposed to soap up or to sod, right? Then it means you have hard water, right? And the result of that, right, sometimes would also be that your hair would just feel tangled all the time, right? It's always tangled. You have knots all the time. You have breakage. So that means that you have hard water. So you're thinking, so what should I do about it? So I mean, the best thing to do about it, again, will be move. But then I mean, that's something that's drastic, right? So yeah, so here are some practical things you can actually do. So you want to make sure that you incorporate clarifying shampoo in your regimen. So this is why just doing the curly girl method, or like just the co-wash method, will not work for you if you live in a hot water region, right? Because you need to be able to remove all this excess minerals from your hair. And you also want to follow with a moisturizing deep conditioning treatment, because afterwards, after using a clarifying shampoo, your hair will feel, it'll feel dry. And this method, it is also recommended for swimmers, right? So if you swim, it's the same thing as well. And another thing you can do, this is a little bit more costly. It's a little bit more expensive, but people do it, and I mean, it can get affordable, right? So depending on where you get the system from, so you can install a water softening system, right? And what it does is that it'll soften the water. Or you can also install a water filter, right, on your tap, right? So at least that way I mean, it's not gonna turn the water from hard to soft, but at least it'll take out, some of the excess minerals that's in the water. Okay, so and this is pretty much what they look like, and you can get them from Amazon or from the store or whatever. I mean, they are quite affordable. All right, so back to you. Let me know in the comment section if you've ever had any experience with hot water and how did it affect, the health of your hair and and your hair actually stay moisturized. Let me know in the comment section below.